The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome. We're an hour early to the brunch cafe.
Or we're 2 hours late. I don't know.
Well, we didn't
Somewhere in
do
the middle?
breakfast, and we didn't do the morning show. We're a little early on the afternoon show.
We'll go with the early versus the snooze button on
This
the
is
late.
the brunchness.
We just slept in.
A little
Yeah, brunch.
Make Slick a little smaller, because
Yeah.
I can't see all that Slick on the screen.
Make him smaller.
That's it. Okay. Take it easy there, Whipples.
We went through all of this. Happy Monday to you, everyone. Good,
Happy
good
Monday.
What's up,
afternoon.
Monday?
Good morning. I don't know what time
We
it
ran
is.
out of-
It's 11:04.
It's 11:04. Look, military time. Welcome. We are on the air at WNN. This is a special brunch deal
Special edition.
because I opened up a brand new bottle of champagne.
Where is it?
It's all around you.
I'm looking. We should have really brought a bottle of champagne
Well,
to
I was
open up the
hoping-
whole
Some orange
studio
juice.
I
here.
was hoping that you
Some
would.
mimosas.
I was hoping
Oh.
that you would have done that, but unfortunately, we weren't on the same page there.
I'm not your mind reader today.
No, we weren't on the same page.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to WWNN 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, and 1470 AM live streaming all over social media on your special late morning, early lunch brunch edition.
Brunch edition.
Yes,
The brunch
edition.
Look,
We're
he's
just
now- he's
missing
got-
mimosas, but I have liquid death to keep me.
I don't understand any human being that
What are
would
you
buy a
talking
can that
about?
says
Called Liquid Death.
Yeah, it's sparkling water, so don't.
Liquid Death is sparkling. You put something in it?
No, it's sparkling water. It's actually sparkling
Liquid
water.
Death. It's great? Did he say it's great?
How could it just be sparkling water and
It's
it be
just the
called
brand.
Liquid Death?
It's just the brand. I think the brand wants to stand out and say it's Liquid Death.
First
You
of
know-
all, you're
It's
not
not
supposed
sponsored by Liquid
that.
Death.
Thank
We're
you.
not sponsored
Don't
by-
be putting.
We're not
Get that
sponsored by
off.
Liquid
Yeah,
Death.
get that off the screen because you're not allowed to do that. Now you have to pay them.
Give us a call at the radio station,
I'm sorry
888.
about that.
Liquid Death. If you're listening, his name is Gene Exum.
888-565-1470. Give us a call and let us know how your weekend was, everyone. I think everyone here is a little bit tired.
Why?
I
He
don't
just
know. They're
got
a little
in.
bit quiet going on here today.
You can't be tired, really.
Val's getting her sustenance in. She is running the board. We got Slick in the house. We've got Josh joining us live from AMP Media Studios at the Beasley Broadcast Network. You ready to share that out?
Yes.
I have to say, my friend, this is looking really, really nice. So thank
what-
you to Jody and everybody
is.
here who let us work all weekend to bring some new ideas to fruition. It looks lovely.
Yeah.
All
I want
eyes
to
on
thank.
us.
I want to thank the executive producer, Mr. Gio, that came in from Tampa
Absolutely.
to help her throw the wire and to teach me how to do wire management.
I even learned that one looks a little crooked. I must not have
No,
done
that's
that
the
one.
wall. That's the wall.
The wall's crooked?
Yes.
The
That
wall's
wall.
crooked.
If you look at the whole wall, it's crooked.
The whole wall is crooked.
We learned wire management. I got to spend some time with your amazing, adorable grandson, Joey, this weekend. Brought him some cars, and he goes, "What?" I won't scream. "My wheel fell off." And then he learned how to put all the wheels on.
He spent all weekend doing it.
So I texted Aaron because they were Aaron's cars, and Aaron says, "Oh yeah, by the way, the wheels come off because they're changeable." I'm like, "Yep, Joey found that out at 2." So he is so adorable. I think
He's
that was the
funny.
highlight of my weekend. What? My wheels fell off.
So that was your highlight. And meanwhile, everything around us is not a highlight.
This is amazing, but you know,
You get a TV screen exploding behind you.
I got to spend the weekend with your grandson. That's like, you know, pop. That's pretty cool.
Not when he wake up at 5 a.m, him screaming his head off.
Got to play cards with him on the floor in here and hang some wires with you, climb on some countertops and do wire management, and it looks really, really great.
Really
so
great.
you gotta come by, check out the AMP studios here at WWNN. Some networking events happening in the evenings now when the shows are going on Monday through Thursday evenings, maybe even Friday we'll do a pop-up.
We are going to announce that the Beasley, this is the Beasley Radio Network. They have opened up the Beasley Network Lounge, and we mocked it up a little bit. We brought in like plates and cups and stuff. We
It's
mocked it up
nice. I saw that. It looks really nice.
I like it.
so that people could see more or less what it would look like if you want to come down and check out a show, talk networking with other people. And I already got the first volunteer all the way from Tampa, and he wants to come.
Oh, Renee is unbelievable. I know Slick wants to be a part of that. So let me tell you what's going on. He had to tell his niece that he is now a TV
now,
actor,
so-
star, Freddie.
Yes.
He had to share, what's her name?
Her name is Aaliyah, and she doesn't believe me. But Aaliyah, I am an actor now. You know, I didn't want but I told her people like myself, we're not. I never asked for the position, but it just so happened.
What
like,
is
I
it that you
became
are
a-
acting in?
I am a part of the Total Appliance team. You know,
That has
Me,
not
Josh.
debuted yet.
What are you talking about?
And Josh was in that one too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Josh was. I never put out Josh. I said, yeah, it was me and two other people.
How is it that you got a shirt for that commercial and he didn't?
I felt like. Yeah.
Oh, he took
Wow.
it. He didn't
It's
get
a
to keep it. He
souvenir. It's a
took it.
souvenir.
Well,
No,
Jo-
I took
Jo-
it off and gave it to
Josh, did they
souvenir.
take off the shirt on you?
Yeah,
'Cause
they
you
said
didn't
take
wear
it
in the
off and put
commercial,
it
did
back.
you?
Huh?
He said
You
take
wore it
it
in the
off.
commercial?
I was in the commercial.
I know, but did you wear it in the commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the shirt. Yes.
You know,
And
you have to
Jessica.
put that in your resume now.
I
And
gotta
I'm
put it
still
on there.
waiting for my shirt. I might be
don't
making
think
some
you have
phone
a shirt,
calls.
you know?
Excuse you?
I don't think you have a shirt. But I mean, not all great actors get recognized like myself, so they gave me the souvenir. You
Tell
know?
me what your line is.
Oh my gosh.
He can't remember.
I lost my line.
The company
The
you.
company you keep.
No.
That was
The
his
company
line.
you need.
Yes. Josh.
The company you trust. Total Appliance.
Total Appliance.
I think I did it in a different.
Keep. So tune in.
And she
to
knows because she's the one who put it together.
Total Appliance. Total Appliance and air conditioning soon airing on Comcast starting next week.
The other thing we worked on with Taylor was the commercial for the tax guy, for Michael.
Winning Tax Solutions.
Did you see how we opened that?
Yes.
Tax alert! Tax alert! Tax alert! Everybody got a blast on that. But she only did it twice. I told her to do it 3 times.
So I'll have her play it for a third time. But that's a great commercial. Hopefully that'll start airing on Monday. Also, we got a lot of commercials coming out on Comcast.
We do. We got a whole bunch coming out. A whole bunch of stuff going on. But again, 888-565
1470.
1470. You want to call in and give a shout out to your business. The lines are open. We did it all last week. And on Friday, we had 12 companies.
We had a lot of companies call in. We had Danielle Boujon with us on Friday. We had a lot of people. This weekend I was out and about looking at houses in this lovely housing market that we are. And I was talking to someone, he says, so you're in radio and TV production? Do you do a show? So now you know how you have women anyway, ladies, how you can have 3 conversations at once? Yep. And you
As
answer
opposed
them.
to men can't.
I'm not quite sure if men can't. So you answer one conversation, then you answer the other, and you're like, hold that thought. You turn your head, yes, and then you come back to the original conversation. So I hear this guy talking to Chuck about, does she do radio and TV commercials? Yes. Does she produce the commercials? Yes. Does she make commercials for businesses? Yes. And they do shows? Yes. And I'm like, yes. On radio? Yes. And so thankfully I was answering yes to this lady's questions also and her husband's questions. So fortunately they were all yes questions and answers at the same time. But yes, we do radio, we do TV, we do streaming, we produce commercials, we host shows, and we produce others. So all of the above. That's what we should do a commercial on. It says, what does Ant Media Productions do? Check, 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 check. All of the above. What do you think? What did you put in my coffee?
I don't know, but you're zooty. You're like
What
flying.
happened in the past 5 minutes?
I would put those 2 people together and say yes and more yes.
And
more
they're
yes.
married, but they're at opposite ends of the house. Yes, yes, and yes. This is what happens. I'm quiet for 3 hours
This coffee is high potency.
till the cameras go on. You're like, whoop, and there you have it. But yes, 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 we do all of these things, and we work in conjunction with WWNN. God bless you.
Bless
Holy
you. Bless
smokes.
you.
How was your weekend, Slick? You went to Jeremiah's, right?
My weekend was I have to say it was tiring, but Saturday was very exciting because I had some piragua. If anybody doesn't know what piragua is,
You
Watched
didn't
it
have
in high-
piragua.
Yes, I did have piragua.
You went to Jeremiah's. It's not
No,
piragua.
yes, it is. It's shaved ice. I only
It
had
is
shaved
not
ice.
shaved ice.
I only had shaved
It's an
ice.
icy.
You didn't
She
get the ice cream in
educated.
it?
I didn't put an ice cream in it. No.
They shaved the ice. They don't do piraguas.
Yeah,
I
they
was there
did. They had
Saturday.
a big block of ice, and then they shaved it for me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not Italian ice.
Okay,
Yeah.
after this show,
We're
we're all
going?
heading over there. I want to see this block of ice because I was there. I see
So
no block
anybody
of ice.
who wants a nice, refreshing, I'll say treat, go to Jeremiah's. It's by right next to the turnpike. I'll say in the plaza of the Home Goods, and basically, I mean, if you want shaved ice, if you want to cool down on a hot summer day, Jeremiah's is the place. To
Well,
be.
I'm gonna go there, and I
Mhm.
got it. I'm gonna make another $10 bet with you. There is no shaved ice.
There was.
Because
It
she
was a
told me
big block
specifically
of
she
ice,
doesn't do
and
piragua.
then someone was like this. Like this the whole time. Piragua. I'm telling you, all I heard was just
I
the
think
merengue just coming.
I think you're locked in the movie.
so
All you heard was the
serious.
merengue.
All I see is the merengue. All I heard was the
What is in that drink?
what drink?
Liquid death.
And also, like, if anybody's wanting to catch a movie, you guys should go out to see The Black Widow. Black Widow was amazing.
I heard
Because
about it.
of, Scarlett Johansson, she starred in it and she directed it.
Good movie?
Yeah, she directed that movie as well.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Did you see
can you
it?
stop dropping stuff? Huh?
Did you see it?
No, I
And-
saw the coming attractions. I couldn't go to the movies this weekend because I was
I know because
doing
we were
that.
here. We were working all weekend.
And
I
I,
was trying to
closed
figure
out my night with a comedy show at the Artful Dodger.
A comedy show?
Yeah, they had a comedy show. It was amazing. Like, it was very funny. And, like, it was kind of like a sort of a packed house.
Did you give out your card and sign any of this talent that we need? I just right off the cuff. I will bet you he did not. That's all that needs to be said. I know you did.
I was going to go there. I was going to go right there and say, I kind of did give out my card, but not to...
Kinda?
Not,
That's like
not,
being a
no,
little
no,
pregnant.
not to the comedy... Not,
You have to
not
sign
to the
these
comedy
people.
club.
Who'd you give him to?
I gave it to this girl that I met at the movie theaters.
That makes no
because-
difference.
Because
We're talking about the
because she
comedy.
wanted to know who I was and what I do.
Wow.
She was very interested in me. Like that
The
was about
goddess,
it.
the enchantress.
Something like that. But I didn't. I know I didn't give any.
The mind of Slick is all I can tell you.
The lost man is slick.
The mind of Slick.
I was too busy worried about the movie, and then all of a sudden this person sharing food with me, sharing everything with me. I don't know.
Sharing food with you with a perfect stranger.
Do you
That's-
share food with perfect
I wasn't
strangers?
trying to share food with her because she wanted me to get some nachos, and I'm like, this is my first time.
You bought
eating
her
it.
nachos?
No, she bought herself nachos, and she's like,
Would you like
"Do
some?
you want some?" I didn't touch anything.
Oh, that's a nice line, by the
I'm
way.
like,
That is
Can I
truly
touch your
empowered.
nachos?
they were delicious. but
Is that
I'm
what you
like,
said? Can I touch your
no.
nachos?
They smelled delicious, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. This is
Why?
my first time knowing you. I can't do it.
Why not?
I kind of like the
She
whole
was with
idea,
her mom and
though.
her dad.
That's the best time to do it because you
Mom
should have
and
bought
dad
mom
was
and dad
getting
food.
mad. Mom
But you
and
were
dad was
sitting with
getting
her?
mad. No, she was. The seat that was to the left of me was empty, and then mom and dad, were all I say to the left of me, and basically mom and dad were mad that she was trying to share food with me.
So she was like screaming over 3 seats for you to share her nachos.
One seat.
She bought some nachos and says to him, "Would you like some?
nachos.
Would you like some nachos?" That's kind of a nice empowered women move, though. You're not waiting for the guy to buy you the nachos. You buy them. Actually, she's smarter. Mom and dad buy the nachos,
Nachos,
and then
How
you
old was
say to
this
the
girl?
guy,
12?
No, she was like 28. She was just with mom and dad for the movie theaters.
I'm not going to say nothing on that point. I'm going to pass. Now, I have a surprise for you. Look who's in the house, Dr. E.
"I see. Dr. Levelman is in
Do
the
you
house."
remember when you did your shows? Did it look like this?
Sure.
The other day, she was here on Tuesday night.
Not that day. I meant when you were in the day in the other rooms.
No, it did not look like this.
It's
You
looking
You
nice.
changed a little bit with Dr. E.
We have a new potential intern in the house. Jessica came all the way up from Hollywood to meet with us. Welcome to On the Fly interviews while you're on air live on WWNN Radio.
That's Cracker Barrel. That's Slick.
And there's
That's
Josh.
Joshua and Dr. E.
Josh, how was your weekend?
It was nice. Saturday, I went out with a few friends I haven't seen in like a year and a half. So we went bowling. I only won 1 game out of the 4, but we only
What
count the
did you
one.
bowl?
I have a picture. I think it was like a 94.
I bowled a 36,
I bowled a 300.
and I think I hurt my back.
I bowled a 300.
I hurt my wrist. It was terrible. I literally dropped the ball. It was
You
so-
bowled the
Oh, jeez.
301.
I bowled a 300.
You know what a 301 is?
No, I bowled a 300. I bowled a 300.
Have you ever bowled a game and gotten close to 300? How close?
I was like 250. I'm an amazing bowler.
No, I know.
He's good.
No, he's not.
Val, well, how was your weekend? Get the mic from Josh.
It wasn't too bad. I worked most
You
of
worked
it.
You worked again?
Of course I did. I work every week.
What do you
Someone
work, 7
works
days a week?
a lot.
Between here and there, yeah.
You have a lot of stamina.
I do.
And the 2 dogs and a fiance.
No.
Yep. Yep.
Josh takes care. Josh.
Zach.
Zach takes care of the dogs.
Usually, yeah, because I'm just barely home.
Now, who cooks at home? You or him?
When there's cooking to be done, usually me.
When there's cooking to be done.
I actually cooked last night, 10 o'clock, which meant it was, I realized that I'm not going to cook for anyone else because I eat the way I cook. So after dinner is the perfect time to cook. Then I have it for myself for the rest of the week.
So you cooked after dinner.
Yes, we went to my parents for dinner.
So you went to dinner and then you cooked. Does that even make sense to anybody?
Yes,
Everybody's
now I have it
full,
for the
and
rest of the week.
she has food for the rest of the week.
Yes, because then I don't have to hear, what is that? Oh, I don't like that. What is that? So meanwhile, yesterday, I went to Healing Moments for this lovely massage. And Tracy's amazing, this lymphatic drainage massage. And I did the Beamer, which was so incredible. And then I work out and I go home and I'm like, what is that smell?
Oh, God, I
So,
can't believe you're going to
Chuck says to me, he says to me, it's you. I go, excuse me? That's really not nice. He goes, no, it's good. You had lymphatic drainage. It's releasing all your toxins. I go, well, I may have just worked out, but I don't think I smell like mechanical burning oil.
Electric.
Something's burning in the house. No, it's you. Okay, we go out, we come home.
Wow.
Smell is better, but it's still there. And he comes into the room and he says, does it smell like this? And he presents to me his Bluetooth speaker. And I'm like, this is what it smells like. And I think you owe me a really big apology. And he walks out of the room. I went, oh, no. Now you really owe me an apology. He put the speaker outside and came back here and said, I guess you were right. I'm sorry.
How can the
like, who
speaker stink?
does, it smells
Electric.
like electric,
Ele-
rubber.
electric does stink.
The only
after a
time
while.
it smells is there's a roach in it and it got fried.
Well, maybe he fried a
No,
roach.
like-
I don't know.
Like old electric stuff. Like if you go into those vintage shops, they have a smell to them.
They
that
do
was
not.
it.
They
Yes,
can
they do.
overheat. They can overheat from
They
being charged
do.
too long.
And that was it. So when Aaron was little, I got him these cheap sneakers from whatever store, and they were light ups. And every time he would wear them, he would throw up. And we're like, this makes no sense. Why is this kid always getting sick? And then he put them in his closet, and he'd walk into his room, and he'd throw up all over the floor, and then he'd walk into the kitchen and be fine. Like, this is the craziest thing. So there's a chemical in these light up rubber sneakers that smelled like the speaker that would make him throw up. I returned the sneakers, but it was that same exact rubber something smell.
Yeah. It's all electrical things. and-
Everyone's like, I told you yesterday I smelled something also. So that was that apology evening for me.
It's funny when I lived in New York, and I used to work in construction with my father. There were some places in New York City that we used to go to that were covered in roaches. And we went to this by Yankee Stadium. We went to this one. It's the worst one I've ever seen in my life. And I went into the kitchen because I had to work in the kitchen, and there must have been a million roaches in the kitchen. I mean, they were migrating in every direction you can think of.
Just blow it
And the
out.
smell, roaches give you asthma. They have a smell about them. Really? Oh yeah, they'll give you asthma. And I called my father and I says, I can't work in here. He came running. And he looked and he called the landlord. He says, we got a problem. I mean, there wasn't a wall that didn't have roaches on it. And I mean by the millions.
Yes, that was my fun for the weekend.
It's nice to hear you were cooking. A belt to you.
Only nobody eats it, but it's all good.
That's all right. More food for
Well, you know what happened a couple weeks ago? I went to make my soup.
Whatever.
My blender shredded inside of my soup.
The-
I made this
the
lovely
seals book.
pot of soup, and I
seals
go to
book.
put it in the
What the
blender,
hell are you drinking?
and next thing I know, there's black coming in. So I'm thinking it's the thyme that I put in. I'm like, no, that thyme doesn't usually look like that. And then I turned on again, and the rubber, the gasket inside the blender, shredded into my soup in the blender. There went that.
Terrible.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off.
You
because
made it. I don't know
apparently
what you gave me.
this
but
is
don't worry.
coffee.
The next networking event, I will not be cooking for anybody.
You want to make that announcement?
Yes, we've got a big event coming up at the theater, the Brooklyn Cafe Show Theater, Friday, August 20th from 6 to 8. We are opening up to book signings. As things are opening up, this is probably only our second big event that we've had. We had a ladies' night event with Dignity Memorial about 6 weeks ago. And on Friday, August 20th, we are having a networking Rainbow in the Night, A Journey of Redemption book signing with Jane Goldie Wynn. It talks about her life and redemption and what it's like, what her journey has been like, how she found redemption and peace. So come on out, join this event. You can check her out at goldola@icloud.com or give us a call here at the station at 888-565-1470. It's a great event. Rainbow in the Night, A Journey of Redemption. It took her 20 years to write this book.
When is the event?
The event is Friday night, August 20th from 6 to 8 p.m.
And we're going to be promoting that leading up to the date. And I've asked her to do some interviews on some of the other producers' shows as well. Put the word out. Being that she's going to be the first, I got another two that wrote to me about book signing. They want to understand the concept behind it.
I've got an author coming on Friday talking about women and their hormones as a book author.
And that day,
And she also wrote a book for men. So
that day is
don't
when we
feel like
evacuate
we're
the
being
building.
left out.
Oh no, we don't have anything to do with it. You can have that
evacuate the
whole
building.
conversation.
she's coming in virtual, so
There is nothing more dangerous than a woman with that
with
midlife
hormones.
hormone crisis.
Yeah, how come we don't have midlife crisis?
Midlife, afterlife, every life. It's the
Men have a-
destruction of life hormone.
Men have a
do.
midlife.
Yeah, men really do. Like my brother went through several.
How old's
And
your
he's
brother?
he's
Your brother?
He's like 37.
He went through hormonals?
Several, yeah.
He's 37. He went to,
No,
I
'cause
think your
he
brother's
went
just
through-
a pain.
He just went through like several. Like he's my oldest. He goes to like several. Like he wakes up and he's like, I want a motorcycle.
But that's nothing. You never said I want something in life?
No, I'm not saying he can't want it. There's no need for him to have it.
Why?
He even knows that. I have to be
The doc is in the
therapist.
house. I think I'm going to
I
send
have
you
to be
over
the
there.
therapist. It's like he asked me like, is that what would you think I really need that? I'm like, you don't even ride a bike like that.
But he wants it. What difference does it
doesn't
make if he
ride it.
needs it?
He doesn't ride it.
But what difference does it make if he needs it?
I know he doesn't ride it because he had to give it out. He had to give it up. He had to say, you know what? I don't need the bike anymore. And he's like, you were right.
Wow.
The
If
little brother
anybody
was
ever
right.
told me after I said I want something says no
He
to
never
me,
needed. I never
Boot-
said no. He asked.
boot to the buttocks.
He invited me into the equation by saying, Gene, what do you think about
Maybe he
me?"
wanted to hear from you say
And I
it's
said,
all going to be good.
I said, there's no reason for you to get it.
Wow. You know
so
what?
I got to ask you guys about that.
No, let's not ask.
I
about
need
that.
to ask you a question.
No,
When
don't
you
ask
de-
him.
When you decide to make a decision about your life, and 10 people tell you
Don't
why you
do it.
should not make that decision,
You not
Oh.
do it?
Oh, I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it.
Are you a rebel
But a
and do it?
motorcycle? Yeah, I would do it because I feel like I'm good with myself. I could do it, even though somebody might say, "Oh, I don't think this can suit you," or because I had.
No,
like
what
a-
if they say this isn't you?
what
Don't
did you
do
say?
it."
I'm moving in to a new
would you
apartment with an
stop?
enchantress. And your
They would've
brother's
got-
like,
they would have
no,
got mad
don't.
because I already I moved away for 4 years and they didn't want me to do that.
But you did it anyway.
I did it. Anyway.
You regret doing it?
No, I don't. I loved every.
Josh, if somebody told you not to do this career, not to get into the media career, the production career, what would you tell them?
I tell them to just stop talking to me because this is what I want to do. So I wouldn't let anybody try to stop me from doing it.
Yeah, Josh is an actor now, so it's kind of like he's moving up. The steps are there.
How about you, Val? If you want to do something and
They tell you not
and
to
they
do
tell
it.
you, it's not just one person, but everybody tells you, don't do it.
I think it would depend who it is telling me. If it's like my dad or someone, I would take their thoughts into more consideration because
That means you would listen to like that and not do it?
I don't know. It depends.
What if they don't even understand what you do?
Then
You
I
ever-
would say
you ever-
no, understand what I do.
You ever have the people that understand the least of what you do are the ones that tell you don't do it because
Yep.
they don't understand?
They don't understand what you do. Well, no one understands what we do. Do you even understand what we do?
Of course I
Do
understand.
you understand what we do?
I just don't understand why anybody has a hard time understanding it.
Because they don't live it, they don't breathe it. They just see it at the end of the day.
Correct. They just only see the finished product. and then they don't really see what we go through.
That's a good
because
point.
they don't see you on a Monday. Because when you come in on a Monday,
Oh,
you're
here we
very
go.
livid,
Here we go.
very wild, dog. I don't understand.
It's
I don't
not
know.
true.
I don't know what
You're
messes
then
up his
scared
weekend.
and you producer.
I don't know. I don't know what happens
That's
on
not
his
true.
weekends. He doesn't watch. He doesn't watch In the Heights because you were part of.
Well,
Washington
let me
Heights.
tell you
were
what happens.
Part of that era.
Let me tell you what happens on the weekends.
What?
I walk into the studio on the weekend,
Yeah.
and somebody put a wire
Who?
on a antique.
Who did that?
What? My wheels.
Somebody moved the banner to the right. Somebody, cage management, wire management. Gio walked in. He was livid. He's like, we've put so much time, energy, and money into this, and that wires look like that. So I ordered a box. I'm getting a box in here as well because he got all over my case.
You got all over his case today. See those white wires that come out of the wall? They were all over the floor.
But do you know why he did that?
Why?
He says, this looks just like that, don't it? I says, okay, I got the message. So I'm going to organize all this. I got the wires going to go over here. But wire management is very important.
No.
It's like when you dress, right? You should dress appropriately. You don't wear green, yellow, and red at the same time just because it's on a street light.
Me?
No, I know people that do that. Red shirt.
I'm looking
red
at my
shirt,
dress. Green,
red shirt,
blue,
green pants,
orange.
and yellow shoes.
I'm looking at my colors too. I'm like, what
Red shirt, green pants, and yellow shoes. And I told the guy, I says, yo, this was in the Heights. Yo, what's up? He says,
Piragua.
this is on the light. I said, you know what? Hats off to you.
Let's take a quick commercial break and thank our sponsors. Give us a call at the station, 888-565-1470. Let us know what's happening on your weekend on this hot and sunshiny summer day. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Good, right?
I'm an actor now.
And we're
think it
back.
has
We're
gone
talking
to his
about the
head.
commercial that
Call
Josh
me-
and Slick.
Call me Slick Alba. I'm an actor.
What is it
now.
with you? Do you have like a real name? Isn't your name
Oh,
Gene?
No, I feel that.
That's
I
your
feel
name,
it,
right?
But I understand. But like, I feel like Gene has evolved into like this.
The new producer. I'm gonna have to change her. I've already forgot her name. What's her name?
Jessica.
Jessica. I'm gonna call you 3 J's.
What?
3 J's.
Jessica.
3
Because
J's.
it was it was a book I read once. 3 J's.
I love the screen we have here. In 1799, the Rosetta Stone was first found. I like all
Who
of
found
these.
it? Rosetta?
You know, when I first met you, before I met you, I was trying to learn Spanish. So I actually bought the Rosetta Stone CD. And I think it's still in the CD closet.
Did you ever open it?
No,
So how do you know so much Spanish?
I don't really.
Yes, you do.
I
Because
just
I was
fake
talking
it.
bad about you one day,
And I
you
said, that's not so nice.
That's not so nice. How did you know?
Because you teach me the bad words.
No. And then this guy says he speaks Spanish. Piragua man over
No,
here.
I don't say I speak Spanish. I say my people.
Don't go
My
there.
people are Haitian.
Let's
are
not
and
start that
Dominican.
again.
I'm not
Let's not start
starting
that
it.
again.
I'm just saying.
Josh, do you speak
Haitian.
Spanish?
No, I do not.
do
Jessica,
not
do you?
speak Spanish.
No, I understand it though.
How can you? Are you Latina?
I'm half Spanish.
Which half?
Oh, my dad. He's Ecuadorian. My mom's from Trinidad.
No, she understands it. So that's good. I can give her direction: English, Spanish, and Spanglish.
She can do fuego. She can do it all.
Dr. E, don't you speak Spanish?
No,
No.
really wish I did.
I teach you all the bad words.
Okay.
Pretty much, he guarantees you that one. So, did you hear that Disney is relocating many, many jobs, over 2,000 jobs to Central Florida?
I
Ding,
heard
ding,
about
ding,
that.
ding, ding.
I heard about that.
From California to Florida, and it seems it's going to be the great migration east for a lot of corporations to
I
be
can
doing the
see
same
that.
thing.
They're moving their assets to other places because not as many people coming out.
Not
right
other
now.
places because of like the pandemic, and I was reading about it. One big basketball player is considering going to Miami because of even though we have been in quarantine, Miami's still been open because of DeSantis and all the other stuff.
So he's
that's
coming to
going
play
on.
for DeSantis.
No, he's not coming to play for DeSantis. He want to play for the Heat because Heat's a
Because
big
what?
market because they haven't. Miami's
Miami's
really
a big market.
It hasn't really shut. It shut down, but it opens back up because LA's about to close again because
Yep.
of the
I heard
Delta
about
variant.
that.
So,
LA's closing.
Everyone's
and I think
wearing masks
Arizona.
again in LA,
yeah,
and
so it's kind of like
It's the younger generation that's getting sick now, and some of them are dying.
oh my goodness, did you see what's happening with the Olympics?
Yes, our tennis star is not going.
Our tennis stars aren't going, and
And
one of
there's
the
a-
backup gymnasts
And
just
one of the
tested
gymnasts is
positive.
not going. No.
I didn't realize she made it either.
Coco
Coco Gauff.
Gauff is not going because she just got the virus. She was devastated. She was crying.
And one of the backups to the gymnastics, they tested positive.
Yep. But the Olympic Village, I heard 6 of the soccer team from South Africa all tested positive.
That's crazy.
And they got a game in 3 days. They don't know if they're going to play.
So, my dad's a huge Yankees fan. I know you're a Mets fan. So I
Yankees
go,
6 of the
Dad,
best
what
6.
happened to the Yankees last week? He said, they bring the minor leaguers to play? He said they brought in
6.
6 minor leaguers to play?
Yeah, they got 6 virus.
But can you imagine? Well, there were 6 out, right, that were from the virus, but they needed people to play. So getting that phone call, it's like that magical phone call you get. By the way, we've got an opening. Would you like to play for the Yankees? Even if the Yankees are a bad team, which they're not.
Okay, that's not the way the phone call goes.
You get the phone call and you're like, yes, I'm in. Like, this is my
That's
chance
not how it
to
goes.
shine. How does it go?
So let's say Slick is the player.
Yes.
Cashin is the GM. Cashin calls Slick's agent. Says, tell your player to be on this plane, this train, this whatever. Meet us at the stadium at this time, this. When he gets there, his lock is set up. The equipment people tell him, boom, 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 boom. He sets himself up, gets his uniform ready because you got to get bats and everything else going. And then you meet the players. You get on the field, you warm up, and then it hits you.
But how about getting that call from your agent? You've just been called.
You're supposed to get that call.
But that's unbelievable.
That's what you in the business for.
that's
that's
unbelievable.
like-
The Yankees getting called by the Yankees. You're like,
Getting called by the Yankees?
That could
I
be a
know.
good thing or a bad thing.
But it's still
thing or
like
a
the
bad thing?
iconic
What
of
if
the
you're
I
so
think
Yankees.
it was-
nervous and you lay an egg?
No.
What happens?
That's your opportunity. It is what it is.
What if you lay an egg?
But
And
it's
they
your
say, okay,
opportunity.
we're going to send you back. Or they cut you. They just cut one of the Mets, cut their pitcher. They released them.
I know, but
It's
imagine
horrible.
like just getting that. Aaron always had this dream of being in the stands of the Miami Heat and saying someone got hurt. Do they want to? They need like a backup player. So like
I'd
they
always
throw
be
the
ready.
shirts and they're like, okay, if you want to be backup. So that to me is like
Yeah, Aaron to jump on the court. When he jumps, he'll twist his
afraid-
ankle.
Yeah, I'll be me.
He'll get a
Aaron.
That's all he
concussion
does is
from his
twist his
ankle. No, he's got concussions too, by the way. Yeah, my son is an equal offensive getting hurt. But that's what I'm thinking. These, as bad as COVID was for those 6, there was like this light on the other side for the 6 that they called in to say, come play for the Yankees.
Yes.
That was pretty cool. You would do it
Of course I
in
would
a
do it.
heartbeat.
It's funny when I was teaching baseball, I had 3 pitchers. They got signed by the Atlanta Braves, and they sent them to the Dominican League. Talking about the Dominican League, and the 3 pitchers' parents came over, and they wanted to thank me and give me money. I says, "What are you talking about? The work is starting now. All they're saying is come out to the complex," and they signed the 3. They never made it to the majors because they blew out their arms. Again, conditioning and everything else is part of it. But you should have seen their faces when they got the call. It meant that they are good enough to take a look.
That's what's so unbelievable is you work and work and work and you get recognized for all your hard work. But I actually asked Dr. Eileen this question. Is doing the work and knowing you're good, is that enough? Or do you need the recognition from somebody else to say you're good enough, that validation? Josh, can you pass Eileen the mic?
Validation question.
If not, she can move her seat forward if it doesn't reach all the way back there.
So validation is part of what we all need and want, right? We all want to be seen. We all want to be heard. We all want to be noticed. But that can't be the goal of what we do. The goal of what we do is recognizing, noticing, and loving ourselves. Even in the midst of perhaps not getting outside validation. But outside validation is what we all really, really what we all really want. We all want to be seen
And hurt.
and heard. Yeah.
I saw a movie last night on HBO, and I wish I had gotten the name. It was about a card player, and he has his best friend, and his best friend put him in a real bad situation. He had to come up with $15,000 in 5 days, and every time he got close, somebody beat him up because they caught him cheating. His friend put him more deeper and deeper in the hole. So the guy that he owed money to, he goes to see the guy, and he challenges him one-on-one to play poker. And he was talking about how he went to the World Series of Poker and he won one hand off the top player in the world. One hand. And he walked away from the table knowing that he was good enough to sit at the table with the best poker player in the world. And he beat him. So when you get up in the major leagues and you pitch that one pitch, I don't care where it lands. I don't care if it lands in the ozone and you throw that one ball, I would just walk off. And says, I don't need it no more. I did it.
Because you did it.
My son played college football. Only Santori to ever play college football.
Wow.
And I said to him, he called me from the sidelines because he wasn't a starter. And he says to me, Dad, I'm here. And I go, I want you to step on the field. And he does. I says, you are the only Santori who's ever done that. And he ended up having the best career. The ball that he used, that he intercepted the play, the guy threw the ball, he intercepted it, I have it in my house.
Wow.
But appreciation of that one moment in his life. And he says, I don't need to go play in the pros. I played college ball. He's hoping his son plays in the pros. This guy used to be a track star.
Oh yeah, I used to be the fastest, like Sha'Carri
Did you
Richardson.
ever try out for the Olympics?
Me? I was just too good. You know, that's what happens. When you're too good, they don't want to like put out their
Why
secret
didn't you
weapon.
try?
No, honestly, I didn't try for like
You were fast enough.
No, I wasn't a sprinter. I was a distance runner.
I
so
know.
I
They
ran
have distance
800.
in the Olympics.
I ran 800 and I ran like I'll say 400 relay, but that was a sprint race.
It's like I asked Dawn why she doesn't sing or why she doesn't do art
I just know I
or
just
play the piano, and she does all these things. So here we are asking questions about being appreciated. But why is it that you don't take advantage? If I play the piano, man, I would be playing that piano every day.
no because like hold on, no I understand, but like I feel like with me and track, it was kind of like I had to do it for myself because like what is it? I was just watching some stuff on footwork, like Sha'Carri Richardson and all like the top sprinters. Like you have to follow what your coach tells you or like what you learn in fundamentals, because if you don't, you're kind of gonna lose the race evidently.
So you watch film.
So you have to watch.
All right, so
yourself,
let me
because
ask you.
Track
Hold
is,
on.
I mean, even
How come you never watch your shows that you do?
me, I do.
You watch your shows that you do? Do you watch? You haven't even started yours yet, right? Why don't you watch your shows? Doc, you watch your shows?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That's where it all begins.
Gotta watch yourself.
If you can look at the shows and say, okay, I can improve this, and you ever watch yourself?
I do now. I did in the beginning, and then I stopped, but I do now because yes, I need to know
What I did.
what you do, how you deliver the information, because somehow, Batman, your delivery,
Yes.
I could say the same thing you say 10 times. You say it once, and I get it. Well, you know, Freddie, you're absolutely right. Freddie just said,
That is.
I don't know how you do
Don't
that.
be a hater. Don't hate the player.
I'm
hate the
not
game.
hating. I'm just saying. And Val knows it's
It
true,
isn't
right?
true.
We're doing a
It's
Freddie
not true.
said.
We don't say
Freddie
the
said.
same thing. As a matter of fact, we may say the opposite things.
We might.
You
Well-
go left, I go right.
But I have to ask validation. You work so hard. You too, Slick.
Yeah,
All
When
you
does
guys
he
have
work?
multiple jobs.
I do.
When you go to work and they don't appreciate what you do, does it change how you feel about going to work?
They don't appreciate you? Yes, they do.
I'm
They call you all
I'm
the
just
time.
saying in general if they do or if they
I've
don't.
heard them plead with her. Can you please come in?
I know everyone loves her.
Because she never says no. Same thing with Slick.
No.
Never say no.
Well, it's because you're good at what you do,
Yeah.
and you too.
And they know because like I don't have to say anything about like if they don't like if I don't feel validated at my job, because I have customers that vouch for me and say, oh my gosh, the guy that's in millwork, he's amazing. He made my order simple as possible. This has been a good Home Depot. Like I get reviews.
Tell them to write a letter.
They did. They wrote a review.
And you
on
have a copy of
on
them?
Yelp. Yeah, I sent you guys that. It was
Interesting.
amazing.
He sent it to us. He did a
Yeah.
screenshot and
That's
sent that
right.
over to us.
That's right. It's good. It's good to be appreciated.
I think it makes a big difference. How about you, Josh?
I just started my job not too long ago.
Is
like
that
2
your
weeks
first
ago.
job?
No, my first job was at a shoe store in the mall. But that job, I don't think I was appreciated at because I did way more than I'd had to.
Retail's hard.
It really is.
Everything's hard, but retail is like just one bad customer.
After another.
Well, no, just one in general, and they like go to the management and they complain, and you feel like, what did I do wrong? You're always questioning yourself.
Right.
Why do we question ourselves based on what other people say more than what we think about ourselves?
Because you've been already programmed to listen to other people.
But why is that?
You know, Dawn, they have done studies on what matters most in the workplace. Is it money? Or is it being noticed and acknowledged? And the statistics show that what's most important to employees is to be noticed, recognized, appreciated, and valued, more so than money.
That's interesting. You guys feel the same way?
Yeah.
They're all shaking their head
It's be-
yes.
it's
I got
because
a question.
I hear a lot from like I say fellow associates that I don't know what makes it seem like I'm like a kind of a therapist, or like they tend to vent to me about like
That's
they
the
have-
vibe you give out.
Really?
You want to save the world.
I should be a therapist.
I think everyone in our
No,
studio
I'm
wants
not.
to save the world.
You ever heard
They're
it
all
takes
incredibly caring.
It takes 3 to 5 years in any business for it to be successful. And a lot of people will tell you 3 to 5 years, that's a long time. And then you turn around and you say, yeah, but you've been working at that shoe store for 40 years. And I don't see you complaining making no money for 40 years.
You're right about that.
I mean, think about that, right? I mean, we would do the easy route, the path of least resistance, where somebody's paying you a check.
Well, look, 5 years and look where you are now.
Well, I've been at it a little longer than 5.
Well, since I've been working with you.
But do you know how many jobs I had before I did this?
Yes, 2,577.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I tried them all. And I didn't do piragua because I had a,
You
I had
did
a cheese
piragua
truck.
You had a
I
bad
cheese-
elbow?
I had a cheese truck. No, I didn't do that.
Mr.
thought
Softy
you
Don't
versus
do that on the
piragua.
camera. It looks kind of weird.
Mr. Softy took your job? Unbelievable.
No,
He's
Mr.
a terrible
Softy.
guy. He's a
Softy.
terrible guy.
But the object of the game is if you got your business and you want to get it going and you want to shout it out, be appreciated and heard, come and do some networking here. It's going to be open. You come in, board ops show you where the networking pieces are. I heard that Lou's coming tonight, and he's very excited because he wants to do his gig up here. He wants to meet doctors and everything else. It's a nice way of doing it.
Definitely give us a call at 888-565-1470. Let's take a commercial break. Thank our sponsors. Thank you for Jody and everyone here that is allowing us to do this 11 o'clock show right here in WWNN.
And where are we?
95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, and 1470 AM. We are the only talk radio station in Boca Raton. I like that I've got Steve-O behind my head. I feel like when I go through the Haunted
Get your
Mansion,
Dana.
and then you know how the ghosts hop in your car?
Why do
That's
you
what
call
I've-
him a ghost?
I'm not, but when you go in the car in the Haunted Mansion, you
Oh,
leave
by
and
the
the
way, he's on
ghosts
his way up.
climb in. I feel like all of our hosts are climbing in my car with me.
There you go.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That's the inevitable truth, right?
And we're back.
Yeah. People are becoming
And
disgusting.
we are back.
again.
People
Yeah,
are becoming.
I mean-
They're forgetting to wash their hands again.
We are having.
No,
we are
is that
having the
grossing
shot
you
versus
out?
no shot debate.
It made me think of something gross that happened at work.
What
I
happened?
tell you. And you work in a panty and bar place.
Yeah, just the thought of what could have happened where
Like-
you work is like, ugh.
Like guys right now, I'm not gonna name any names. Guys are still leaving the bathroom without washing their hands.
I don't understand that. But I
This
know
is
it's a
Let me
thing.
ask a
This is
question.
during
Guys that walk out of the bathroom, right, and they're with a woman, do they hold their hand?
Ooh, you're making me skeeved out.
Probably.
That's gross, man.
That's disgusting, but they do.
I am going to create something that goes over the door for every restaurant. That if you don't wash your hands, if there's no humidity on your hands, the alarms go off. Woo, woo, and it takes a picture of you. Whoop, and it posts it all over the restaurant. Beware of this man. He's a cooties dude.
It's a true thing. What is National Flitch Day, by the way?
A flitch.
Today is National Flitch Day. I don't know what a flitch is.
You put your finger in your nose or
Can
your
someone
ear
look
and
that
you
up?
flitch it.
We need a fact
You
checker.
flitch it.
Our new producer's going to look up what is a
A
National
moco.
Flitch Day.
A
That's
moco.
that's a flick.
That's a moco.
What's a moco? That's a flick. What's
Something
a
that
flitch?
comes out of your ear.
I think a flitch is like a cicada.
I like to flick back in the air.
Justice looked it up.
Anybody knows what a flitch is?
Let's give her the mic.
A slab of tinder cut from a tree trunk.
So today is National Slab of Tinder Cut from a Tree Trunk Day.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. National Flitch Day. Can you look that up? See how that became a national day.
What is national? What are you supposed to go lick a tree?
Yeah, you look at tree.
It's like the
Go
book, The
lick a
Giving.
tree.
It's like the book, The Giving Tree, where the tree gives so much, and at the end, it's just a stump, and it's just a place for this old man to rest.
You ever seen the movie where the guy every time
I
he
am such a
talks,
hug a tree person. How do I work with you?
the leaf falls until it has no more leaves, and it says that he's gonna die at the end? Did you ever see the movie? You ever
Yes.
seen the movie?
And the tree keeps popping up.
Wait, not Beauty and the Beast?
No, I think it was something with Steve Carell.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
What movie are you talking about?
Which one?
What movie are you talking about?
That there was a tree, and every time he spoke, it lost a
With
leaf.
Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, with Eddie Murphy.
I think it's called 1,000 Words or something.
That's it, 1,000 Words. And what a movie! Did you watch it?
Yes.
And I started to get into the movie because as he tried to tell people he can't talk, and every time he did it, another leaf fell, and the tree was like with 4 leaves left, and he says they told him he was gonna die, and the tree when it fell to the ground, he's like got dizzy, and the old Eddie Murphy died, and the new and improved Eddie Murphy was birthed.
He changed and emerged.
Isn't that the way it ended?
Did you find it, Jessica?
Yeah, he grows his own tree, and so he keeps talking with what he learned.
All right, let's find out what National Flitch Day is. Grab the mic.
There's also another meaning. It says a flitch is a measurement of bacon. So National Flitch Day is an informal holiday dedicated to an ancient English custom that dates back to at least the 14th century.
About bacon?
Yeah.
About anything.
About bacon.
I guess
Bacon.
a flitch is a little poquito.
Yeah.
Un chin chin.
With chin chin.
You know, like
It's
6
like
inches.
a piece of bacon.
Yeah.
6 inches?
You know, we should have had lunch like Val's having. She's smart. Brunch, lunch.
Well, I'm going to mug her.
What, you
I'm gonna
hungry?
take away
That
her
looks like a
bags.
good sandwich, I
How
gotta
many
tell
bags
you.
did you bring today?
0. She brought containers today. They're
Wow.
reusable now.
All right, listen, we got to wrap this up.
We got to wrap this up. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our Brunch Day episode on this Monday. For more information on how to reach us, you can always reach us at 866-224-5422. Find us on social media or right here at WWNN. Again, a great big thank you to Beasley Media and WWNN 95.3, 96.9 FM, and 1470 AM. Have a great afternoon, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m.-ish, drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.